So what am I going to do with this wonky looking carrot? I know what I'm going to do. The top will go into a green drink that I make because I know how great that's going to be. And this, I think I'm going to grade this up and add this to a tree-collared coleslaw. A carrot, tree-collared, and maybe even a few pieces of walking onions. Great for dinner. Let's go into how I planted that carrot. Hi, it's Robbie from Southern California, and I've had a great question. How do I plant carrot seeds? Well, you know, a lot of times I just put them in the tool with the soil, or I put them in plastic bags wrapped with paper towels and a little bit of cardboard. You know, carrot seeds, I actually used to put on a paper towel, lay it out on my tote, and then cover it with soil and have them grow. But lately the paper towels don't fall apart. And you know what? It doesn't work that good. A lot of people say it does. I don't think it does. I'll tell you the way I'm growing carrots. If you go back and watch how I grow lettuce, well, that's how I grow carrots. Look at this. This is carrots growing. It's a field of carrots. This is an old carrot plant that went to seed. Well, this is still going to produce more seeds. It's actually in the flower stage, and soon it will have seeds. But I've had some in here go to seed. They drop their seeds and they're growing a field of carrots. Let's see if we can pull one out here. There's one. Let's see. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Oh, okay. This one's too big. No, here he is. This one's a little too big. But look at this. Do you see this carrot? Well, let me tell you something. Years ago, I was told you cannot take root crops and replant them. They have to go directly in the soil. I'm going to tell you that's not true. I can take this one, or better yet, a smaller one, and replant it. And let's go over and I'll show you how I now plant all my carrots and put them in another tote and move them, and how I end up with a bunch of carrots. So now we're in my chair garden. Y'all know my chair garden. Grow all kinds of stuff, watermelon, strawberries. I grow tomatoes, squash, everything here, celery, but I also grow carrots. What I do in between while I'm planting my tomatoes up and staking them up slowly and getting them all ready to go, I sometimes put carrots in between. And I haven't talked about it. There they are. They were transplanted from what you saw in the other tote. Now they're not quite ready yet, but see how they are? I can space them anywhere I want. Just take a stick, push a stick in, drop my carrot in, pat it, all the soil next to it real tight, water it, and leave it alone. This way, by planting it this way, I don't have any waste. Well, first of all, those seeds didn't cost me anything because it came from a carrot that already had produced seeds. And on top of that, I know where I'm putting them. If you sprinkle your seeds, you've got to thin them. That is a waste. If you plant them in the house and separate them and then put them out in paper cups, well, I'll tell you, you may go crazy doing it that way, but if you like doing it, you can. You can plant your carrots in paper cups, put 1 seed or 2 seeds per paper cup. Keep the strongest and drop the paper cup into the soil and then push it around. You can do that, but I'll tell you something. The way I do my lettuce, where I sprinkle the seeds in because they're so fine, lettuce moves wonderful. You can pull them out when they're really tiny. They don't mind, and then you can move them to another location. Well, carrots are the same way. So you just make sure your tote, wherever your carrots are growing, are well watered. Pull them out. Try to save as many roots as possible. I take all sizes, a little bit bigger and a little smaller, collect them. And then on the top, where it's starting to grow, I like to have some of my soil sifted, kind of get the big stuff out so they'll grow straight. And you just put it in there. And of course, Kitty supervises everything. And water it. And then start planting your carrots. All you have to do is remember to get them straight, because if you bend them, you're going to get a crooked carrot. Get that root in there, cover it over, do a little tug so it straightens out the root. And you can even do the tiniest ones. And remember, you can pick in between if they start to grow. You have so many of them growing, then you can thin them out as you eat them. So you'll have small carrots to eat. Now, don't worry if they fall over. I've had them do that for days, and then you think, oh, they're gone. Then all of a sudden they stand up. If they have a really big green top, you can thin some of the greens. Up to you. But that is it. There's nothing nicer than growing carrots in a basket. When they're little, they are so eager to grow, and they've got a root. I mean, you would think, no, you can't do rootstock. I know. A lot of them said that. Root type vegetables. But here's the thing. If you can go to the store and buy a carrot, we've done it when we were kids, and some of us are kids, so we may not have done it yet. Eat the carrot, take the top, put it on a dish with a little water, and it will regrow? Well, most certainly. Won't a carrot that you've yanked out from one place and moved to another, completely intact and not chopped up, wouldn't that grow even better? Let's go get that little carrot I sacrificed to show you, planted. It's not going to be the best spot, but right now it's the only spot I've got. And think about that. Why wouldn't it move? It's the easiest way. Just sprinkle them in a tray, get them going. As soon as they have a little size to them, 1 inch, 2 inches, move them gently, put them in soil that is not too rich. The richer the soil, the less they'll grow a root. Because they're making a root, which is the orange part of the carrot, unless it's red, yellow, or white. Doesn't matter, there's so many varieties of carrots. They're using that part of the plant to store. You want to make sure they want to store what they pull in, so you don't want it too rich. If it's real rich, they'll do more green top and less root storage. That's all. That's why it may not be good to plant with squash, because squash and tomatoes and some peppers are very heavy feeders, so you're going to do a lot of compost tea. Some of you fertilize. Well, you're going to end up with a big bushy carrot, whereas it's not going to have much on the bottom. But then there are varieties that don't have much on the bottom. And I've grown those. I've actually got some carrots on the deck that are over 2 years old. I don't know. I never picked them. They were supposed to be really tiny. And, well, now they're real big. And I kind of have them more of an ornamental plant. How funny. Let's see if I can get a carrot out here. Let's see if we can find the nicest carrot in here. There's a little one. See the little one down there? I ate the bigger one the other day. Let's see if we can find a bigger one. I've got them nicely spaced. Let's see if this one's got a carrot. I think this one might. We'll take a chance. I just don't want to pull out. There won't be two there because I spaced them. Oh, yeah. Oh, a wonky little carrot. But you know what? Washed up, clean. That's a good eating carrot. I think we'll have that today too. I don't even know what kind it is. I can't remember. Carrot went to seed and gave me food. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and put the carrot in here. And I'll tell you, this soil may be a little too rich for my little carrot, because carrots don't want it so rich. They'll grow a lot of green top and they'll go to seed. But a lot of times, they won't grow a full carrot on the bottom. But you know what? I have nothing to lose. Don't worry if they plop down, because I've had them do that. And then they pop up and grow into beautiful carrots. This way, you can space them perfectly. With that, have a wonderful day. And don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye-bye.